The employees at the Downey Animal Care Center in Los Angeles, California, are used to the yelps and cries of the animals who show up at their door. Yet it was the silence that accompanied one dog's arrival that shook them to their core. When Oso, an 8-year-old Chow Mix, was dumped at Downey with no explanation, it wasn't immediately obvious what was wrong with him. Once the staff took a closer look, however, they realized what was really going on. Usually, when an animal is brought to Los Angeles, California's Downey Animal Care Center, it's frightened and possibly abused. So it's not surprising that the employees are accustomed to all the howling and whining that comes with these new arrivals. Sadly, when one dog named Oso appeared at their front door, it was his complete silence that managed to stun them. Oso's story was heartbreaking. He was left at the shelter in Southern California without so much as an explanation. The employees noted that the poor pup was so heartbroken that he wouldn't make a noise, and he would only stare at the wall and tremble. Before they could admit him as one of their dogs, they had to inspect him to see if he was injured. Upon closer examination, the employees of the animal shelter suddenly realized why his owners had left him all on his own. Oso was suffering from alopecia and pyoderma, which are two unpleasant, but treatable, skin conditions. Sal Valdepena, a volunteer in the area who helps find homes for shelter dogs, said in an interview that he believed these skin conditions caused Oso's owners to leave him. They betrayed him because of his skin, Sal claimed. The employees noted that, since he'd arrived at the shelter that morning, Oso looked both defeated and confused. Being abandoned like that without any explanation had surely taken a toll on the poor, lonesome dog. Then, something miraculous happened. After spending just a few days at the shelter, Oso began to show signs that his overall mood was improving. He seemed to enjoy the time he would spend in the activity area with the volunteers at the facility. Just look at that smile. Even though Oso warmed up to the volunteers and actual staff, they noted that he was still shy at times. This, they said, was completely normal, as it often takes more than a few days for dogs to regain the trust of others after being abandoned. When the shelter staff felt that Oso had improved enough, he was put up for adoption on the facility's website. Amazingly, within the first 24 hours, they'd received hundreds of inquiries about him from interested potential adopters. After Oso's story was widely shared across social media, a woman named Sonia Anderson was selected to foster him while he prepared to find a permanent home. Sonia brought him to her home and gave him a nice soapy bath. Now he was ready to find his forever home. Thankfully, Oso didn't have to wait long. A woman named Lisa Marie DeLanges from Oregon fell in love with him right away. He's going to live on 3 acres of property, a shelter volunteer said. She has no young children at home. It's her and her college-bound daughter who's going to school to become a vet tech. Now if that's not a perfect fit, we don't know what is.